What up, y'all? Welcome back to a very long-awaited episode of the Pick and Roll Podcast. Today, we're going to be doing NFL playoff predictions. I'm your co-host, Jonathan Frid.
And I am Alan J. Pandyan. And like Frid said, we are going to be giving our playoff predictions today. And joining us, we have returning guest, Nicky Rovelli. How you doing, Nicky?
I'm good, guys. Good to be back on the greatest podcast of all time, and I'm excited to talk about these playoff predictions.
Let the record show that we did not tell him to say that. Nicky said that on his own free will, right, Nicky? Right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we didn't pay him to say that at all. All right, moving on. Let's get right to it. So starting with the AFC, the American Football Conference. Let's go with the first game, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Nicky, we'll start with you. Who do you got and why?
Man, I think this is going to be a good game. You got two young teams, but I'm going to take the Chargers, man. I have confidence in Justin Herbert and this all-star, not all-star, but this defense that has some all-stars on it, Derwin James, Bosa. I think that they can make it happen.
I agree. I also had the Chargers. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, just the fact that they got the 4 seed after being so subpar for so many years was kind of an accomplishment in and of itself. Yes. So I still got the Chargers, but the future is bright now in Jacksonville, and I'm excited.
With that said, I know we talked about this like 2 seconds ago, but I'm gonna take the Jaguars because
what?
Wow, a banger to start off from Peter.
Switching it up on us.
Jaguars.
Why?
So, I just don't trust the Chargers offensive line against Josh Allen. And who's the
Josh Allen?
Who's the first overall pick they drafted? Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker, exactly.
Yep.
I just don't trust their offensive line, and I think that Trevor Lawrence, I think him as a developing young star, I think he can dice up that defense, who's also been like kind of injured and kind of inconsistent. So I'm gonna take the Jaguars even though the higher seed, they're underdog in that sense. So I'm gonna take them with the upset. So
you know what? I like that prediction though, Alan.
Yeah.
So the Chargers, the last game of the season, they didn't rest their starters. So Mike Williams hurt his back, which is one of Justin Herbert's main weapons. So that can have a huge difference in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens there.
Yeah.
I really like both teams, but I think the reason I just took Chargers is because I think Justin Herbert's elite.
I got one question, because you picked the Jaguars. Do you think experience is going to have anything to do with this equation, considering how inexperienced this Jacksonville team is?
Well, also the Chargers are also kind of experienced. Like I don't think Herbert's played a playoff game yet, so it's kind of like, and both coaches haven't coached in a playoff atmosphere. Actually, no, Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl
with Nick Foles.
So I think the experience is kind of in favor of.
Yes,
it's in the favor of the Jaguars in that sense. But
you think so?
I don't know.
That's also one of the reasons I feel like this team has a very, very bright future in Jacksonville, because Peterson and Lawrence, what they did in their first year, bringing Jacksonville to the playoffs is just truly an accomplishment, like you said, Fred.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So Chargers, Jaguars. All right.
Ooh.
All right. Next game. This game could either go really good or really bad depending on a single player, and that player is Lamar Jackson. We got the Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. Nicky, we'll start with you again. What you think?
I'm taking the Bengals in a statement win. Statement
win. Put emphasis on the statement.
Lamar Jackson did not practice again today with his sprained PCL, so no Lamar Jackson, no winning for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Extremely well said. I also have the Bengals, and I just think top to bottom, like you said, the Ravens kind of are do or die with the Lamar Jackson situation. Mm-hmm. But I just think top to bottom, the Bengals have a little bit more. So I got the Bengals win.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll be a statement win. That's bold of Mr. Rovelli over there.
Considering I got the Bengals. Considering the Ravens don't have a quarterback, and Lamar Jackson's just their entire offense, I think it could be a statement beating a backup quarterback. I don't know. What's a defined statement? So
defined statement for me.
So, but yeah, I got the Bengals just solely because of Lamar Jackson. All right, so final first round AFC game is the Miami Dolphins traveling to Buffalo. That's a key factor in that with the weather. Miami Dolphins traveling to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. We'll start with Frid. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I really think the Dolphins got it in them to travel in there and then lose. I got the Bills winning.
I'm good for that. I was about to say.
No, but actually, that's a real thing though. The weather, considering think how different Buffalo in the winter is compared to Miami, and just the Bills have been kind of that team. They had a whole lot of hype at the beginning of the season. Some might say they underperformed, but here they are still being a 2 seed. I definitely got the Bills being the Dolphins.
This is like another situation with quarterbacks where Tua Tagovailoa has not left concussion protocol left. So we're going to either be looking at Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson against a Buffalo defense at home. So not only is Josh Allen elite in big games, but that defense is stellar. I'm taking the Bills by a lot. Statement win for the Bills too.
Another statement win.
Yeah, that goes back to defining statement. But so yeah, I'm gonna take the water buffaloes, the Bills. I don't know if it's the water buffalo. I'm gonna take the Bills.
What? That was dumb.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. I'm take the Bills just because Josh Allen is pretty good at football. So enough said.
Enough said. All right, so looks like we all kind of are sort of in agreement in the AFC. Except for Allen, Mr. Gotta Be Different. choosing
Jaguars,
the Leopards, the Jaguars.
You know, sometimes you just gotta hit him with the curveball. I don't disrespect it at all. I think it's a solid choice, Alan.
Yeah, it's a cooler animal too than a charger. I don't know what a charger is.
Okay, if we're going logo for logo, actually the Jaguars win that too.
Yeah,
and the color scheme. The Jaguars are just better at everything.
Chargers got the best jersey in the league. You don't quote me on that.
Chargers got the best
the
who?
Chargers. They got the best jersey in the
league.
I
like the color scheme. I like the greenish tops and helmets for the Jaguars. That's I think it's cleaner.
Like the teal thing.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got the winner of Chargers Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. No, not the NFK.
I thought we were doing first round for that. Carry on.
All right, so yeah, we got Chargers or Jaguars versus Kansas City. Nikki, let's start with you.
Man, so I took the Chargers, and the Chargers Chiefs. You're talking about two teams in the same division that always seem to have a great matchup. It always seems to be high scoring, always goes down to the wire. But you know what? One big thing for the Chargers against the Chiefs has always been Mike Williams. He's been a threat versus the Chiefs, absolutely destroying them on the deep ball. But we don't know if we're going to see him in this game with that back injury. So even though I love Justin Herbert, I think that the Chargers season will come to an end, especially, it's going to be hard to stop Mahomes in the playoffs. So that's about it.
For many of you that know me, I love to be bold and make bold claims and bold predictions, but I can't here. I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
I also have Kansas City winning. Big surprise.
Boo! Be original. Gosh.
The Jaguars wasn't enough. All right. So second round game, the Bills versus either the Bills or Dolphins versus the Bengals or Ravens. So I think we both have. I think all of us had
Bengals Bills.
Bengals Bills. So Frid, we'll start with you.
Yeah, when I was making my bracket, this was by far the most difficult game to think through, just because, it's a 2 versus 3 seed, but I just think it's more than that. I just think I would love to go the Bills because of how electric the Bills offense is, but I got the Bengals in an upset.
The Bengals. Yo.
Wow.
I know that's bold. That's bold.
Wow.
I think the Bengals are going back-to-back AFC championships. I said it. Joe Shiesty will come back. He will be back and better than ever from his previous playoff form last year. Alan, can you do the thing? The Joe
Brr.
Yeah, I can't do it. But yes, he will be back. Jamar Chase will have a career game. You heard it here first. Co-host Frid of the Pick and Roll podcast has the Bengals over the Bills.
Nikki, you had a strong visceral reaction to that, so I'm assuming
He hit him with
I'll let you talk. Hit him with the.
Listen, I definitely think that the
Bro was puzzled.
Bengals are a great football team. I think they are a red hot football team with an amazing offense. But come on, guys, we're talking about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills here.
And they've done what? What have they
Probably,
done? What have they done?
probably is the Bills' offense better, but their defense is better too. And you know what? You have I mean, I love Joe Burrow, but you have a better quarterback and a better defense, and that's simply what's just going to win the playoff game for you. But I do agree with you, Fred. I do think was the hardest game to pick, and this will be the best game of the playoffs. But I'm taking.
You think so?
Yep.
I can definitely see that happening.
I
just
respect your decision though, Fred. I think you had a.
It could go either way.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be a great game. But
Watch us all say this, and it's just not a good game. But
Watch it be like 6-3 final score.
6-3 on 9 field goals.
So with that, I'm gonna have to side with Nicky Rovelli. I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills. You think about it, home field advantage, Buffalo, very cold. Josh Allen, he plays really
It's like
good
Cincinnati
in
isn't cold.
Well, it's not as cold as Buffalo.
it's not like snowing 24/7.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I agreed with you on the weather stuff, last game, but now you're just going to the weather for everything. There's something called a jacket. You can wear a long sleeve shirt, Alan. It'll be okay.
The Bills in the second half of the season, they've been figuring out their run game with Isaiah McKenzie, I think that's his name, and then
They have
Devin Singletary
and James Cook and Naheem
Yeah.
Hines, 2 kickers.
So 2 kick return touchdowns. So the Bills, they've been figuring out their run game and their special teams for sure. So I think that, in addition to the weather, and obviously Josh Allen in that defense. So I think I'm going to take the Bills in that one against the Bengals. So
Yeah.
that's a toss up. I still have it blank on my page. I still I don't know.
I have the Bengals winning, but I have a big question mark.
It's just blank. I don't have the winner of that game. So that's gonna be a great game. But this next game, AFC Championship, could be even better. So I think we all had the Kansas City Chiefs making it to the AFC Championship, and then me and Nikki will give our reasoning for why we think the Bills or Chiefs, why we think who will win that matchup, and Fred, you can give your reasoning for Chiefs versus Bengals. So, Nikki, let's start with us. Chiefs, Bills. Who do you have?
I'm taking the Bills, Pino.
The Bills?
I think the Bills get their revenge in the Super Bowl. I think there's something special about this team, man. I think they're complete. They're a complete team. I think they know how to run the football. I think Josh Allen. I think he is the best quarterback in the league. I love Mahomes. I just think there's just something special about Josh Allen because, even like you're saying right now, Allen, I think Mahomes' arm talent is different. But you got to remember, man, Josh Allen, what he does with his legs, you haven't seen nothing like that before. Him being able to run over linebackers because he's so big and fast. He gives you a real dual threat quarterback, and I think him and the Bills defense are going to go to the Super Bowl.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. I'm taking Mahomes just because of experience and also just like that veteran presence. Mahomes is just I think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league just because not only the arm talent, just his IQ and everything, all his skills combined. I think he's just the best quarterback in the league. He wins the most. He's the most accurate. He does everything. So with Mahomes, I just don't think the Bills can solve that. Obviously, they got the regular season win, but I'm going to take Kansas City in this one. I think that's a toss-up, but I'm going to take Kansas City.
The Bengals-Bills is going to be a lot like Georgia, Ohio State. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be fought. It's going to be a close game. And then the winner, and then you get to the actual championship game, and it's kind of underwhelming. I have the Chiefs beating the Bengals by more than 10. I just think the Chiefs are just so much better than the Bengals. I have the Chiefs winning the AFC.
All right. Moving on to the NFC, I think we all had we had the Bills or Chiefs winning the AFC. So moving on to the NFC, let's start with the first game, the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nikki, let's start with you.
Man, guys, we all know that the Cowboys are known for choking playoff games because they're a poverty.
At Joey Kessler.
But let's be honest. The Bucs don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. Tom Brady's washed. This team can't run the football at all. They have Leonard Fournette, and they can't seem to even move the ball downfield. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a better defense, a better offense. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game, even though they still are trash.
It's just the Buccaneers are just in the right place at the right time. Sitting at an 8-9 record and still winning the division. It's like, okay, cool. Like, congrats. Like, you made the playoffs. Like, you're going to be a first-round bounds anyway. But like what you said, honestly, Nicky, you said it. You said all well. Even though it's a 5 versus 4, yeah, I got the Cowboys winning for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Even though, sorry, I meant to say this. Even though that Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I always say to people, don't bet against the GOAT. Do not bet against the GOAT. I'm going to break my own rule and bet against the GOAT. You guys can laugh at me later. We'll see.
I'm going to go with the team with the stars or logo, the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't know. It's just, I was looking at my page. Oh, they got a star. Look at that. So the main reason they're going to win this game is because of one dude. His name is Micah Parsons. Probably the best defensive player in the NFL right now. And I think he's going to wreak havoc on the Bucs O-line, who lost Tristan Wirfs. Obviously can't run the ball as well, can't pass the ball as well. So got the Cowboys in that. Even though the offense has been struggling of late, they don't really need that much offensive output to beat the Bucs, because the Bucs aren't going to score. So
yeah,
I got the Cowboys in that one. All right, moving on to the next game. We got the probably the most mid team of all, the New York Giants.
Oh,
a team that I think is a pretender at the same time. So I got the.
I think mid is the perfect word
for the New York Giants.
The mid York Giants.
And then then we got the pretenders, in my opinion, the pretender Minnesota Vikings. Nicky, we'll start with you.
Nicky, what do you think?
I've been really thinking about this recently. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure who's gonna win this game, but I'm taking the New York Football Giants, baby.
What?
Making the playoffs.
No way.
I'm going to the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? No. But
Nah. Get out. This is our show now.
I think that the Vikings are pretenders, and I think that this Giants team is red hot. We saw a glimpse of greatness at the beginning of the season. We saw them get into a cold streak, and then we saw them heat back up again. You got Daniel Jones, who's firing on all cylinders. You got a top 3 running back in the NFL, Saquon Barkley, and
top 3 is generous.
Allen, I think you can agree with me on this. This front 4 wrecks havoc. Kayvon Thibodeau, Leonard Williams, Pro Bowl Dexter Lawrence, and Azeez Ojulari. Are you kidding me? They're going to kill them Cousins. But the only thing that makes me nervous about this game is the man himself, Justin Jefferson, because I truly don't know anybody on this team that can really guard him. It's gonna be scary, but you gotta roll with your team in the playoffs. I'm taking the Giants to win this game. Daniel Jones is that guy.
He is that guy, apparently. He was that guy on my fantasy team. He won me my fantasy league.
Yes, he did.
Yes. I stole you $10, but
facts. You just bet on me. But Nicky, I think you said it really well. I think the Vikings catch a lot of hate, in my opinion. I still think that they're pretenders, but I think they're better than people are just automatically writing them off.
Yeah.
So I also have the Giants winning this game, and honestly, Nicky, you kind of stole what I was gonna say. Is a lot of the NFL, especially since it's not a best of 7, it's not a best of 3, it's a 1-game thing. So a lot of the NFL is momentum, and that is what the New York Giants have right now. They got hot just at the right time. It's just like baseball. When you're hot in October, then things will go well for you. I don't have the Giants. Fuck the world, Alan.
I don't have the Giants. I don't know if that's I got the Vikings winning this game.
Bro!
I think this is gonna be a good Kirk Cousins game. He's gonna throw maybe 2 interceptions, but he's gonna have 330 yards, 4 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson's gonna have 2 touchdowns. So I think their offense is just so overwhelming at times that the Giants they might struggle to keep up, even though their defense is kind of bad. I just don't think the Giants have the receivers at this point to keep up with the Vikings.
Yeah, hey Nicky, I got a question.
What's up?
Who are all the Giants wide receivers? Go.
Isaiah Hodgins, Richie James, Darius Slayton. Oh my gosh.
You don't know?
Marcus. Do you want me to name the injured guys too, or
I'm
not?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll name the
Yeah.
injured guys too. Wandale Robinson, Sterling Shepard. You know who I'm forgetting about? $72 million Kenny Galladay.
Kenny
who scored one
Galladay.
touchdown in 2 years.
72
But-
mil for nothing.
I won't get you started.
Alan,
Nicky.
I think what you're saying is legitimate. You know, the Giants have had a lot of injuries at receivers, and you know, going into a playoff game with Isaiah Hodgins and Richie James is just not something you want.
Not
But
ideal.
and I think that this defense and Daniel Jones are really gonna win this game for the Giants.
Last first round matchup, we got the 7th-seeded Seattle Seahawks, who made the playoffs by a thread, I guess. And then the San Francisco 49ers, the 2 seed. Frid, we'll start with you.
Yeah, the California Gold Rush happened in the year 1849.
Oh.
And that's your fun fact of the day. That is how the San Francisco 49ers got their name. And that's who I have winning this game.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Irrelevant.
Mr.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Ugh.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay. Same. I got the 49ers.
You know, guys, I'm not even gonna tell you who's gonna win this game. I'm just gonna say 5 players: Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey. And not to mention it, Mr. Irrelevant. This defense is elite. They have elite
That's
weapons. You know what this team reminds me of, guys? This reminds me of the year that Nick Foles won the Super Bowl on the Eagles. They didn't need the quarterback play to be spectacular because the team around it was amazing. It was an
That is an extremely good take, Nicky. That might be your best take of the day.
Not only is this team really good, but they're coached so well. They really are.
Yeah. Shanahan's got a great system. Yeah.
Scheming everything up. I mean, you got Kittle and Juszczyk blocking. You got one of the best running backs in football. You got Deebo Samuel. Forgetting about Brandon Ayuk. This team is stacked. I'm taking the Niners.
All right, moving on to the second round matchups. It's going to differ for this game. Nicky, you got the Eagles against the G-Men. What
So do I.
think? Oh, so you. Sorry, my bad.
You go.
You both got the Eagles versus the G-Men. Who you guys got?
You know, guys, this pains me to say as a Giants fan, but I think
No!
I think we all know what this Eagles team is made of. You got an MVP caliber quarterback in Jalen Hurts. You have AJ Brown. You have Devontae Smith. You have Dallas Goedert. I mean, even Quez Watkins is good. Miles Sanders. I mean, they're just having a career year. Their defense is stellar. I'm gonna take the Eagles.
I still haven't beaten the Giants. I got the Eagles winning too.
My matchup was Eagles-Cowboys, and you know how that heated rivalry always goes. And to nobody's real surprise, I got the Eagles winning. Going on to the next matchup.
I think we got the same thing here.
Well, yeah, I got Vikings.
Yeah.
Instead of,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
so
Yeah.
I'll just get mine out the way. I'm taking the 49ers over the Vikings. I think this is where the road ends for the Vikings season, with the 49ers elite defense and very schematic offense. So I got the 49ers. You guys?
So, yeah, me and Nicky got the 49ers versus the Cowboys. And I just think the real only reason why the Cowboys even made it out of the first round is because they're playing probably the weakest team in the postseason in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for as well as the 49ers are playing, I think this, Nicky, I'm going to steal your line. I think this is going to be a statement win for the California Gold Rush football team. I got the San Francisco 49ers.
But yeah, I'm taking San Francisco. I don't
That's
think
interesting.
Dallas can stop them.
So we all got Eagles 49ers.
Oh, do we all have the Eagles 49ers?
NFC Championship. It took
I
different
switched.
routes,
I got the
but-
Cowboys beating the 49ers. No.
All right. So let's start with you, Frid. Eagles or 49ers?
Let's go rapid fire. Let's change it up real quick. Let's go rapid fire down the line, and then we'll give our reasoning afterwards. I have the 49ers.
I have.
This is not rapid fire, Nicky. Rapid
I'm
fire.
sorry,
Three,
dude. This is a
2,
tough
1.
one.
Rapid fire, Nicky.
Honestly, I'm taking San Francisco too.
Wow. I also got San Fran.
Got San Fran too.
Guys, why do we have to agree so much? Oh, I hate you guys.
Oh my goodness.
This is my reasoning, guys. I think the Eagles' offense is actually a little bit better than San Francisco's offense, but San Francisco has the best defense in the National Football League, and it's not even close. I think they have the best linebacker and the best defensive player of the year in Bosa. So I think I think the Niners are going to win this game.
So, Nikki, you have Buffalo, San Fran, and then me and Fred have KC, San Fran. So,
Yep.
Nikki, we'll start with you. Who you got?
Super Bowl.
The Buffalo Bills are going
Bills
to
Super Bowl
win
run?
The
Super
Water
Bowl, and
Buffaloes?
Josh Allen is going to start his dynasty.
You
Guys,
just said that the 49ers by far the best defense. You don't think they're going to give the Bills problems?
this is what I think, right? I think that the 49ers defense can contain the Eagles. I'm not sure if they can contain Josh Allen and the Bills. We got to remember.
I think you're giving
I
Josh
know-
Allen too big of respect right now.
Listen, I know I've been hyping up the 49ers defense this whole video, but they did give up 33 points to Jared Stidham and the Raiders, guys. That was...
All right, Fred, who you got?
Yeah, give me. It hurts to say it, but I just think that they are the best team in the league. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I wish I could be more bold, and I wish I could be more confident, but I'm not. I just know the Kansas City Chiefs are extremely talented, and I think they have been there before. Very key factor, especially in the NFL, something that the Bills don't have. So this is what their fourth. This would be like their fourth Super Bowl in 5-6 years. Give me Patty and Andy Reid.
Interesting. I'm going with the
No,
San Francisco 49ers.
get out of town.
Mr. Irrelevant
Mr. Irrelevant
or
is
Jimmy
winning Super Bowl.
Garoppolo?
Oh,
Either
we don't know.
either or.
Yeah.
I think so. You guys might remember a few years ago this matchup in the Super Bowl happened, and it went in the Chiefs' favor. So I think it's about time. The 49ers have some unfinished business right now. So I think it's about time they repay those grievances back to the Chiefs. So I got the San Francisco 49ers winning the Super Bowl, the 2022 Super Bowl. So
Give me a score.
I don't think if it's a close game, I don't think they could win it because Mahomes is just him. But I'm gonna go with 36-23. San Francisco wins. So, Frid, I know what you want to do, so I'll let you do it. Even you.
Yeah, let me. The podcast. We've been getting comments left and right. Oh, did you guys quit? Oh, the podcast, it's dead. Oh, no, we're not.
No,
we're not dead. And guess what? We still have an Instagram account. So
yeah,
kindly, sorry for yelling at you guys. Kindly, please go ahead and look up at the Pick Roll Podcast. Check it out. Give us a follow. We greatly appreciate it.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts and YouTube, our traditional platform. And that's a wrap.